So we looked at what makes teams effective. And I want to go back to one of the conversations that we had in the beginning of these classes, looking at what makes humans humans, what kind of theory do we have to make us and help us understand how we are effective, how we are efficient, how we are good managers or better managers of teams and organizations. And you will potentially recognize this slide. The humanistic perspective on us, on human nature, would suggest that we have independent drives that need to be balanced. The drive to acquire, the drive to defend, the drive to bond, and the drive to comprehend. And we've seen in the conversations about high-performing teams that those teams that are high-performing typically do have a shared purpose. They do have a goal that they pursue, a higher goal than just being effective and efficient. They want to achieve something big, meaningful. They can do so only when they communicate well, as we've noticed in the various exercises. When there is trust, not when they cheat each other, not when they're sort of rationally opportunistic. Of course, that in itself isn't enough. They need to have skills and resources to achieve what they want to achieve. And they need to feel psychologically and physically safe to do so. So you see, in that sense, the four drives in action and in balance, and that allows teams to be high-performing. We've gone through some of these studies here. I'm just going to spell it out. The independent drives in balance, the communication aspect that's given by a number of pieces that came out in the Harvard Business Review and beyond. It seems intuitive based on the exercises that we've seen. The energy and engagement exploration pieces that are part of building great teams. The meaningful purpose that we need to explore just to understand that yes, people in general do need to have something that they're striving for that resonates with them as meaningful. They have specific performance goals, they have mutual accountability, they have psychological safety. So here I'm just reiterating and giving you some of the context of the studies that we have looked at and other studies that we haven't yet looked at to see in what way can this make sense? In what way can we make sense? In what way can a manager make sense of it and understand when a team is performing or not performing? When a team is not performing, we can see through this lens that there are probably imbalances. Teams do not work well when there is low psychological safety, when people aren't speaking up, for example, when people communicate and generally avoid conflict, when people are afraid, when people do not like each other, when there is no consensus on the purpose and direction of the team, and when there is low accountability towards performance goals. All of these pieces here correspond with a drive. Low accountability with the drive to acquire, no consensus on the purpose and direction of the team with the drive to comprehend, people do not like each other with the drive to bond, low psychological safety with the drive to defend. Again, we've heard this, but I want to reiterate that this is meaningful. This is relevant for good management, for management towards excellence.